Well guys, broke down again on this truck. Can't really see because we're at night. It's in the median, waiting for a tow, but basically yeah, it's just terrible right now. Stay tuned, hopefully we can fix this problem. So guys, finally made it home after being towed, backed up the car in my driveway. That is not gonna be a good thing that just happened. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I may call a couple of my buddies to try and help fix the car. I'm gonna try to diagnose the car myself, or I may take it to a shop. We'll see what happens. All I know, it's not getting fuel. I'm not out of fuel. I don't have any fuel leaks. I don't have any air. I just only changed the carburetor jets, and there might be something plugged up, might not be. So I'll be checking that out, and with my buddies, maybe we'll be checking that out. Also, while looking at the engine block, I've noticed one of my freeze plugs is leaking. So I'm gonna go ahead and order the freeze plugs and I'm gonna be changing that out as well as soon as possible. So alright guys, I'm gonna be showing you what's going on. It's cranking, it's not firing. So everything looks like it's there is fuel, there's no air leaks, new fuel lines, no cuts, all the vapor lines look good. I used to work before it died down. I don't know if it could be the carb jets that I changed that are causing the issue. Not sure. But whenever it's cranking, fuel leaks out of here because it can't push it into there. I don't know why, but something's not getting fuel right now. Okay guys, so I'm gonna check now to see what the issue is. I'm gonna spray some starter fluid on here, and if it starts up, my issue is not ignition. My issue would be related with the fuel not coming through. Now, if the issue is ignition, or the spark plugs are just covered in oil, flooded with gas, then I have to clean out spark plugs. Then it's that issue that it flooded the spark plugs or ignition. So let's give it a try now. So nothing happened here. Time to take stuff off. I'm gonna take off the air filter, see if I can look into it and see why. Maybe try to take off the air filter, spray the starter fluid in there and see what happens. But let's go ahead and work on this too. So guys, I bought some of this oil right here and I put it in this thing right here, and I'm gonna show you exactly why I did it. These are SU carburetors, guys, and you gotta take these caps off right here, and the oil goes down. Let's see if this camera will focus. I don't know if you can see. There's like this tube. You have to put oil in there to the top of that cylinder, and basically it lubricates this one thing down here that if I'm going to take off the air filters, I'll show you what it lubricates. And if there's no oil, maybe these things got jammed, and they will unjam once I add oil. So I filled her up. We'll see if this thing works now. Well, I cranked her up and that did nothing. So let's take stuff off and see what happens. So guys, this is why they need lubrication, because this thing lifts up and down. Okay, it's the cylinder that they are talking about. I really don't know what's causing it, so let's try to spray some starter fluid right into here. We'll pour a little bit of gasoline and see if it sucks it up and works. Well, that didn't work, guys. So, time to go check the ignitions. I have to go check spark plugs, see if they're flooded or not, and see what condition they are in. So guys, I took out one of the spark plugs. Looks like I have to clean it. But here's the weird part, guys. It was such an easy to take off. It was loose. So maybe that's my issue. So the spark plugs were extremely dirty. I think I need new spark plugs. So I might go to the shop to see if they have spark plugs. As of now, I cleaned them out. And hopefully they're gonna start. So after I cleaned them out, guys, one of them, it was extremely dirty. It had gunk on all of them on one of the cylinders. So I'm pretty sure it's the spark plugs. Fingers crossed, I'm gonna go to Napa or not, see if they have this exact spark plugs for them. And I think since I changed the carburetor jets, all the gunk got moved around and the spark plugs got dirty and destroyed. So we'll see what happens when we change the spark plugs. All right, that's the old one. Here's the new ones. I picked them up. We'll get them changed, see if that causes our issue. So guys, it's time to change the spark plugs on our Volvo here. Here's what the old spark plug looked like. I took it off to go to Napa to get these exact spark plugs. Here's the name of the spark plug. So Auto Light, and it's a 275, and these are copper. And I took one off just to go to Napa and get the right one. Here's the new ones. You got to assemble them. I'll show you how. And they're pretty easy to take off. You unplug this, and then you plug it back in when you're ready to go. You can take all of them off at once, but I'm just gonna take and change one of them, only one at a time. All right, guys, so I changed the spark plugs. I'm gonna add a little bit of starting fluid, and let's see if she will start. I'm hoping that's what the issue was, why she wouldn't run. Moment of truth, guys. Ooh, she could be running. Okay, guys, so I'm trying to figure out why it's not starting. I mean, new spark plugs. So I cleaned make sure this works. The float valves work, both of them work. Make sure nothing's blocked up. So I don't know what could be blocked up, you know. If I do something like this, fuel should be coming through it, you know. I'm gonna take it off and make sure fuel can actually get through it. So I just blew air through there. There's nothing that's blocked up. So I'm gonna put these back on, clean the carburetors with carburetor cleaner, and see what happens. Okay guys, I cleaned her out the best I could. Let's see if she starts. Guys, I still tried so many different things. The spark plugs getting flooded with fuel, I think, and it's not doing anything. So it might be ignition, I'm not sure. But it's not like it's a bad spark plug. The new ones didn't go bad, so I don't know what's going on. Well, guys, I tried everything in the book. I actually don't know. There is fuel running into these fuel lines there. I could see fuel in the jets on both sides. I can see they're not clear. There's fuel in there. This lifts up and down properly. This lifts up and down properly. The spark plugs are getting flooded a little. Not too much, but getting a little flooded. But at the same time, when I added starting fluid, it started up for a little bit after I cleaned the spark plugs. And same thing happened after I put in new spark plugs. So figure that out, guys. So that concludes this video, guys. If you have any suggestions, reach out in the comments, and I'll try to answer them and help me out. But other than that, guys, see, it was running on starting fluid for a little bit. Then it wouldn't start at all, even if I sprayed starting fluid after again. But other than that, guys, I'm going to have to look for a mechanic because I have no idea what's going on. Could be bad coil packs, honestly. I might not be getting ignition, so I'm going to have to be looking for a mechanic now. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 turn right. This particular package, drive an attempt on the 6 Series.